The Montauk Project. Secrets beneath the surface. In the early 1980s, the sleepy coastal town of Montauk, New York, was a place of little note. The small community was known for its beautiful beaches, fishing industry, and the imposing military base at the far tip of Long Island, Camp Hero. Little did anyone know, beneath the calm surface of Montauk, something far darker was brewing. Unbeknownst to the residents, the U.S. government had been conducting secret experiments on the grounds of Camp Hero for decades, exploring the unknown boundaries of science, mind control, and even interdimensional travel. These experiments would come to be known as the Montauk Project. The beginning of the secrets. The origins of the Montauk Project are murky, and its true nature has become a subject of speculation and intrigue. According to those who claim to have first-hand knowledge, the project began in the mid-20th century, building off the U.S. government's prior involvement in secret research during and after World War II. The project was ostensibly a continuation of the experiments that had started at the infamous Philadelphia experiment, where a U.S. Navy ship, the USS Eldridge, allegedly became invisible and was transported through time and space. The Montauk Project, however, was far more ambitious. Its ultimate goal was not just to explore the possibilities of teleportation and time travel, but to manipulate the human mind and use it for covert military purposes. Camp Hero, a once active military installation during World War II, became the perfect location for this shadowy research, its remote location offering an ideal cover for the secretive operations that would unfold there. By the 1970s, rumors began to circulate in Montauk about strange activities happening at the base. Locals whispered about eerie lights in the sky, unusual equipment being transported in and out of the area, and sightings of strange people who appeared to be in positions of authority but never fully explained their purpose. It was only when former military personnel began to speak out in the 1980s that the true scope of the Montauk Project began to take shape. The experiments. The heart of the Montauk Project involved a series of mind control and psychological warfare experiments. The government reportedly used highly classified technology, including advanced radar and electromagnetic devices, to manipulate the minds of subjects. This technology, said to be based on research from the Philadelphia experiment, was designed to control human behavior, influence emotions, and even project thoughts directly into people's minds. One of the most notorious elements of the Montauk Project was the creation of the Montauk chair, a piece of equipment said to allow a person to access vast portions of their subconscious mind and even project their thoughts into other dimensions. The chair was allegedly powered by an array of complex technology that amplified the brain's electromagnetic fields, enabling the user to perform incredible feats, such as remote viewing and telekinesis. In some accounts, individuals were able to control the behavior of others or tap into distant locations without physically being there. These mind control experiments reportedly led to the development of psychic soldiers, individuals whose minds had been manipulated and trained to perform extraordinary mental feats under the direction of their handlers. Some stories claim that these psychic soldiers were used in covert operations, manipulating enemy forces or extracting secrets from foreign governments, while others suggest they were sent on missions that involved time travel and parallel universes. But it wasn't just the human mind that was experimented on. The Montauk Project allegedly delved into manipulating the very fabric of space and time. Researchers reportedly developed technology capable of opening portals to other dimensions, allowing them to explore alternate realities or travel through time. Some even claim that these experiments led to catastrophic failures, with entire sections of the base being wiped from existence or creating paradoxes in the timeline. The Montauk Boys. One of the most chilling aspects of the Montauk Project was the role of the Montauk Boys. According to some of the most detailed accounts, these were children who were kidnapped and used as test subjects for the various experiments conducted at the base. The children were subjected to intense psychological and physical conditioning, with some being forced to participate in mind control experiments, while others were manipulated into traveling through time or engaging in remote viewing. Many of these children were said to have been abandoned by their families, their memories erased or altered by the experiments they underwent. Some reports suggest that these children were chosen for their heightened psychic abilities, while others claim that the military deliberately selected them because they were vulnerable or expendable. The stories of the Montauk boys vary depending on who you ask, but the consistent theme is one of trauma, manipulation, and exploitation. Some claim that these children were sent into different time periods to gather intelligence or perform missions, only to return with no memory of what had transpired. Others suggest that the children were subjected to unimaginable horrors, including being forced to relive traumatic events or endure bizarre physical transformations as a result of the experiments. The cover-up. Despite the unsettling stories that began to emerge about the Montauk Project, the U.S. government has consistently denied its existence. Official records on Camp Hero and the activities that took place there are either non-existent or heavily redacted. Those who claim to have been involved in the project or who witnessed its effects have been dismissed as delusional or mentally unstable. Some former employees of the base, however, have come forward, corroborating the accounts of bizarre experiments, strange equipment, and unsettling events that took place there. In the years following the alleged shutdown of the Montauk Project in the early 1980s, the military base was abandoned. But whispers of its dark past persisted. Locals reported strange phenomena around the old base, including inexplicable electrical disturbances, mysterious lights in the sky, and the occasional appearance of unknown military personnel. Many of the structures at Camp Hero, including a massive radar tower, remain in place to this day, serving as a haunting reminder of the project's rumored existence. Some theorists believe that the Montauk Project was not truly closed down, but simply moved underground, with operations continuing in secret. Others argue that the Montauk Project is part of a larger conspiracy involving time travel, alien technology, and government cover-ups. Whether the project ever truly ended remains an open question, as new theories and accounts continue to surface. The legacy of the Montauk Project lives on today in the form of books, documentaries, and conspiracy theories that have captivated the imaginations of people around the world. Many believe that the truth about Montauk is far more disturbing than any government has ever acknowledged, and that the experiments conducted at the base may have had far-reaching consequences for both science and humanity. The story of the Montauk Project has also inspired various cultural works, including the popular Netflix series Stranger Things, which draws heavily from the ideas of government mind control experiments, secret military bases, and the manipulation of time and space. While Stranger Things is a work of fiction, it speaks to the enduring fascination with the Montauk Project and the eerie possibilities it presents. For some, the tale of the Montauk Project is simply an urban legend, a mix of conspiracy theories, urban myths, and the vivid imagination of those who long for answers. For others, it's a chilling glimpse into a world of secret experiments, government cover-ups, and unexplainable phenomena that continues to haunt our reality. Whether the Montauk Project is a true story or an elaborate myth, its influence remains profound, continuing to fuel debates about the boundaries of science, government secrecy, and the unknown potential of the human mind. The remnants of Camp Hero stand as silent witnesses to the events that may or may not have occurred there, leaving us to wonder just how much of the truth still lies buried beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. The unraveling mystery. As the decades passed, more individuals began to come forward with their own eerie recollections of the Montauk Project. Some of these accounts were detailed, others were vague and fragmented, but all carried an unsettling sense of shared experience. Among the most chilling were the stories from those who claimed to have been part of the programming, the mind control experiments, and the time travel missions. A few brave souls described not only their participation but also the terrifying aftermath of the experiments they underwent. One of the most well-known figures to have spoken out about his time at Montauk was Preston Nichols, an author and former military contractor, who claimed to have been involved with the project during the 1970s and 1980s. Nichols' accounts, first published in the late 1980s, offered a glimpse into the alleged scientific principles behind the Montauk Project, touching on electromagnetic fields, quantum mechanics, and how these were harnessed to manipulate the human mind. Nichols and others shared stories of Montauk boys being used in remote viewing tests and even time travel experiments, with some of the children reportedly being sent to different historical periods to either observe or change events. But as with any conspiracy theory, the more the story spread, the more fractured and exaggerated the details became. While some individuals may have sincerely believed in their experiences, Others twisted the narratives for personal gain, embellishing elements of their accounts to sensationalize the already bizarre events. Still, the consistency of the core themes, military experimentation, psychic abilities, time manipulation, and child exploitation, continued to haunt the broader Montauk story, leaving an indelible mark on the collective imagination. The evidence. What's left behind? Despite the claims and conspiracy theories, concrete evidence of the Montauk Project remains elusive. While there are no official documents, photographs, or physical proof linking the government to the alleged experiments, the remains of Camp Hero itself serve as a bizarre, almost ominous testament to the rumors that swirl around the Montauk Project. The most prominent feature of the old military base is the enormous radar tower, known locally as the Montauk Radar. This massive structure, towering over the landscape, was once used by the U.S. military during the Cold War for surveillance and radar tracking. But according to some accounts, this radar tower was a key component of the experiments conducted at the base. It is said to have been used to transmit high-powered electromagnetic signals, which allegedly interacted with the human brain and were pivotal in the mind control research that took place. While the base is now a public park, many people who visit the site report strange sensations, headaches, feelings of unease, and an overwhelming sense of being watched. Though these reports are anecdotal and may be dismissed as paranoia, they have added fuel to the fire for conspiracy theorists, who argue that the energy field left behind by the radar is still influencing the area. Several portions of the base remain off-limits, and the secrecy surrounding the installation continues to attract attention. Some theorists suggest that secret research may still be conducted in hidden underground facilities, away from the public eye. Despite the U.S. government's denial of the project's existence, some believe that the Montauk Project, or at least certain aspects of it, are still in operation. In addition to the base, there are numerous declassified military documents and strange reports from the time that hint at the existence of covert operations in Montauk. While they do not directly reference the Montauk Project, some of these documents detail classified experiments with radar technology, psychological operations, and behavioral modification techniques, all of which align with the core elements of the Montauk Project narrative. The link to other paranormal events. What makes the Montauk Project particularly intriguing is its connection to other well-known paranormal phenomena, adding to its mystery. The purported experiments at Camp Hero have often been tied to the larger body of conspiracy theories about government mind control, UFOs, and time travel. Some researchers even suggest that Montauk is somehow related to the legendary Philadelphia experiment, an infamous event from 1943 in which the U.S. Navy allegedly tried to make a ship, the USS Eldridge, invisible. According to conspiracy theorists, the failure of that experiment led to unforeseen consequences, including the development of new technologies that were later experimented with at Montauk. In addition to the supposed psychic experiments and time travel, there are claims that Montauk's research may have also touched on extraterrestrial life. Some believe that Montauk was a key site in testing the U.S. military's involvement with alien technologies, a theory that has been popularized by books and documentaries. According to these theories, the electromagnetic and psychic experiments conducted at Montauk could have been a front for studying and reverse engineering technology that was either extraterrestrial or otherwise not of this world. There are also claims that some of the projects undertaken at Camp Hero were designed to open portals to other dimensions or parallel universes. Some people who claim to have been part of the experiments insist they were not only subjected to mind control but also sent into other realities or timelines. These time travelers would allegedly experience alternate versions of events, sometimes interacting with individuals from different periods in history. Montauk in pop culture. The legacy of the Montauk Project has permeated popular culture, influencing a variety of works, most notably the hit Netflix series Stranger Things. The show, set in the 1980s, features a secret government project experimenting on children, particularly using psychic abilities, and hints at time travel and parallel universes, concepts that mirror the key themes of the Montauk Project. The show's success has reinvigorated interest in the Montauk conspiracy, with some viewers and theorists even suggesting that Stranger Things is a fictionalized retelling of real events that took place at Camp Hero. Other films and books have also been influenced by the Montauk Project. Authors like Whitley Strieber, whose works focus on alien abductions and government conspiracies, and John Keel, who chronicled paranormal activity and UFO encounters, have made parallels between Montauk and the broader web of unexplained phenomena. The enduring enigma, despite the lack of hard evidence, the Montauk Project continues to captivate conspiracy theorists, paranormal enthusiasts, and the general public alike. For many, the project symbolizes a greater truth, that there are government secrets, hidden experiments, and mysteries that we are not meant to understand. The idea that the US government may have manipulated science and the human mind to create technologies beyond our comprehension is both fascinating and terrifying. What remains most haunting about the Montauk Project is its unfinished nature. With so many conflicting accounts, mysterious gaps in the story, and a veil of secrecy that continues to shroud the entire affair, it's as though the truth is always just out of reach. Is there a hidden truth beneath the surface of Montauk, buried in the past, or has the project truly ended, leaving only fragmented memories and conspiracy theories? In the absence of clear answers, the Montauk Project continues to inspire intrigue, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of government secrecy, mind control, time travel, and the unexplored depths of human potential. Whether it was an elaborate hoax, a tragic chapter in history, or the key to unlocking hidden forces in our universe, the story of Montauk remains one of the most tantalizing mysteries of our time.